Hey, I was at church the other Sunday, it was a couple weeks ago, and I don't exactly remember what was being spoken about. I remember getting out my phone. I got a little notepad on my phone, and I just wrote "Normalize talking about our scars." And I've been trying to think about that topic, um, and I didn't write anything on it. I didn't know necessarily where to go with it, so I'm just going to see what comes out. We spend a lot of time, I say we as in a blanket statement, so if it doesn't apply, let it fly. I, uh, humanity, spends a lot of time talking about the things that we have or maybe possess or even where we want to be, not necessarily where we are, not like the totality, you know. People oftentimes feel the need to defend or describe or define themselves based upon what's pretty and what's positive and what strengths they possess. We spend very little time talking about the shadows. And again, blanket statements. I think that we should just normalize talking about our scars. Just normalize being like the whole human. Um, why do we feel like it's not okay to have faults and disagreements and differences? If all of my relationships aligned with my political beliefs and my faith beliefs and religion and the way you vote and what amendments you believe in and what ones you want to take away and how this person loves and how this person presents, I would have no one in my life. It would be lonely and miserable. I remember speaking with an African American woman one time, and we were talking about race. She gave me this book called Stomped to read, and oh, it's painful to read. And I say that knowing full and well that I've never experienced any of what's written in that book. And she was saying that people want to sit down and have the discussions. People talk about wanting to sit down and have the discussions, but that's as far as we get. And the reason that we say like this would be such a good idea, we would have to sit down and look at our we'd have to sit down and look at our own biases. We'd have to sit down and look at what's in our own heart. I think that's what's scary. I would have to be vulnerable. I would have to be challenged. It's not we need to sit down and talk about everyone else's views. We need to sit down and talk about our own content. We need to risk being rejected, and we need to risk if I'm rejected because of my content, because of my scars, then that person doesn't support me. That person supports a view of who they believe that I am. Hmm. Les Brown says OQP, only quality people. Our corners have 4 or 5 seats, probably at most. If someone is in my corner supporting me because of what they want me to be or how they want me to act or how they want me to present, then they're occupying a sacred spot. I think that we should just practice being human and being flawed and being seen. That's all anyone wants is to be seen. When we get dressed up and we get polished and have this fake display theater, my friend calls it. It just seems so fake. Just practice being who you are. Just be seen. You cannot be seen without talking about your scars. So I will practice doing this today. I will practice making more videos in one take. And if I cough and I choke or I sneeze or the lighting's not right, who cares? That's all part of that display. I'm just going to be me. And we'll see how life opens up. I love you all.